What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today, we got my boy Chicago Scene 88, man. Now listen, it's been a long time. I've been saying I was gonna get to my boy videos, man. Y'all been requesting them heavy, but listen, we gotta do this one today. Now, originally, I wanted to start out with the story of Get Back Gang. We for sure got that one coming, so y'all stay tuned. But we had to kick it off with this one, man. King Lil J, man. This man is the most talked about in the game right now. Just came home after doing a 7-year bid, and he going crazy on these niggas, man. We got the story of King Lil J, aka Clout Lord. We ain't doing no more talking, man. Let's get it.
Don't pick your mans up.
Just because people used to come through shooting us every day. And this block, words can't even explain. Can't even explain.
Yeah, man. Let's go Valley 05 way on money. Young money, man. They in the building.
It's like a
600 boy, LA, man. LA Capone, man. Get it to him, man. OC2 boys, man. Team
Number 9, man. Number 9 to shoot it. Hear me?
Look at this quality, boy. This is a movie.
Hey, big this long, bitch. Yeah. Fucking long, dude. Hey, I am Brick Squad. Brick Squad, boy.
JoJo, LA Capone.
You have to be willing to die or go to jail for 100 years if that's the lane that you're stepping in. You have to understand that whether you 15, 16, you got to think like a man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be in it. Oh, you're not? Why does everybody say you're only 16 years old?
They say what they want to say.
How old
So
are
how
you?
old are you?
300.
The infamous 300.
The story of King Lil J.
Clout Lord. Hey, and I tell y'all this, man, because I've been seeing a lot of disrespect on this man's name. You know, it's cool that y'all got, you know, your favorite rappers and whatnot, man. Y'all know I could fuck with Dirk and Chief Keef. I fuck with Duck and Lil J. You know, you can't take away what this man did for Chicago and the industry, man. You can't take it away. All these trends is because of him, man. No lie.
King Lil J, or Jeff the Meth as he used to be called, originally comes from between OBN and Welch World's territory. He was heavily affiliated with Jig Dogs. Lil J actually grew up as a black disciple but would later on switch to gangster disciple. Back in 2008, Lil J used to be a DJ at parties and used to dance with his cousins.
He used to be a BD? And it's crazy though. I feel like when niggas used to be something and then, you know, they switch and end up becoming something else. And it's actually not uncommon. You know, 600 Breezy used to run with his ops. Now he used to be one of them. And now, you know, it's quite common. But I feel like if anything, you kind of see more of the cracks in your opposition when you used to roll with them niggas. You see a lot of shit that a lot of them niggas don't like the public to know. You know a lot of behind the scenes shit when it comes down to gang politics and whatnot. But that's crazy. And he used to be a DJ. I could see his ass being a DJ and shit up there. What you mean?
2008, Lil J used to be a DJ at parties and used to dance with his cousins. After Lil J's first move, he started claiming 5th Ward after moving there. Since 5th Ward and THF 46 were allies, Lil J began hanging out with some THF 46 members, including top members like Quint and Black. Lil J also used to hang out with Fazo from NLMB, which many from STL/EBT also did because they all went to school together. It was actually through Fazo that Lil J met Tuka and Michi from STL/EBT.
That's crazy. And it's crazy because a lot of these street gangs, they all used to be cool like that. That's the crazy part. So we just did that reaction on NLMB. Boy, that's a tongue twister. That's a tongue twister.
Lil J later moved to STL territory but did not claim STL just yet. He moved to STL territory around the time 600 was formed by Lil Boo and D-Thang. At the time, before Lil J became STL, he actually wanted to join the 600. However, Lil J was already known for hanging out with Jaro City guys. Jaro City, who had just agreed with 600 to have a ceasefire after a long war. However, that did not mean that they were cordial with each other, it only meant that they would not shoot at each other. However, they were still fighting with each other, they were also dissing each other and were still enemies.
They just kept it mostly on wax then. They kept it mostly on wax then, okay.
When Lil J tried to become a member of 600, most people from 600 saw him as a lame because they thought he was trying to play both sides. It all ended with one of the founders of 600, D-Thang, robbing Lil J and telling him never to come back to King Drive again. It was after this incident that Lil J would instead become Jaro City. Lil J later met more STL members through Jaro City. At the time, in fact, both KI and FBG Buddha was Jaro City as well. Jaro City's top members at the time were Tukas and Lil Mark's older brother C-Ball and 50 Shot.
And this the crazy thing though. I notice a lot of time in the culture, if you try to keep it cool with a lot of niggas, people gonna say you playing both sides. Like you trying to be friendly with both sides. And I understand from a street politic sort of way, but sometimes can it just be you got love for everybody that you don't want to get in tune with all these niggas into it with each other about? Like you don't want to insert yourself in that, but you know, if it's like that shit, whoever do you wrong first, then shit, fuck them niggas then. Go to the opposing side and bang your shit if that's the case. And that's what Lil J did.
Top members at the time were Tukas and Lil Mark's older brother C-Ball and 50 Shot.
That's crazy. Okay, I was with it though.
In December 2011, Lil J allegedly killed Levon from RMB along with Lil B from STL/EBT. Who actually shot is unknown. However, much points to Lil B. One of them tried to rob Levon. Levon then tried to escape by running to his car. Then either Lil J or Lil B, or both, ran up to the car and shot him several times. Levon was found dead at the scene by police. Lil J was also present when OD was shot to death in the summer of 2011 by the twins, KI and FBG Buddha. There were many members out that day because it was Tuka Day.
And it's crazy cause the bars at Clout 3, he mentioned something about, you know, they get fired up on Tuka Day. He said this in the song that we reacted to yesterday on Tuka Day.
There were many members out that day because it was Tuka Day.
Wow. So that's what he was talking about then.
Lil J started to become famous in 2012 when he and FBG Duck released the song Critical where he dissed Chief Keef.
That shit was
in the song he said, "How the fuck you a chief? You ain't putting in work." However, at the time, Lil J did not either have a reputation as a ruthless shooter yet, but Lil J had actually been in a couple of shootouts with 600, O-Block and TYMB.
Hey, that Critical song though, I low-key had that shit downloaded on the Android back in high school, man. I used to listen to that shit all the time though. All the time.
In a couple of shootouts with 600, O-Block and TYMB. At the beginning of 2012, Lil J became a member of STL/EBT, much because of Tuka, KI and FBG Buddha who he was close to. Around this time, Lil J and STL came close to Brick Squad and Lil Jojo. As the Insane movement expanded around Chicago, Lil J and other members such as Billionaire Black became Insane Black disciples. For example, even Lil Scrap from Mob switched to Insane. Lil J, however, would later change again. After Lil Jojo was shot to death by people from a block, Lamron, SMG and 600, both Lil J and Billionaire Black became full Insane GDs.
Nigga, 600 Breezy had some smoke for this nigga Lil J. This was before, 600 Breezy, he was building a name at this time.
Around the year 2013, Lil J became very close friends with people from Brick Squad and CMB. Many even thought he was part of Brick Squad. It is unknown if he was ever actually a member of Brick Squad, but it was very clear that he wanted to be. This was during the time when Jaro City had conflicts with STL/EBT. This was also when 051 Young Money and STL started to diss each other, which would later lead to shootings between the gangs. This was also one of the reasons why Lil J wanted to become a member of Brick Squad.
And Lil JoJo was a part of Brick Squad, right? It's been so long. Like, listen, when I got in tune with these niggas back when I was in high school, it was strictly on the music thing. As far as like knowing who was this, who was that, who was insane, who wasn't, who was that. Like, I ain't paying attention to none of that shit until like recently, my nigga. Like 10 years ago, I wasn't paying attention to none of that. All I knew is Lil J, Duck, Mr. P. Rico, Lil JoJo versus Dirt, Chief Keef, Ball Out, Capo, Reese. You know, that's all I knew. I ain't know nothing about these little street games though, but I'm pretty sure Lil JoJo was Brick Squad though.
This was also one of the reasons why Lil J wanted to become a member of Brick Squad.
God damn. Duck say, he said, we made it safe for Jaro City to hang out. We the ones put in work. They tried it on us. They gonna do it to y'all.
Back when this happened, King Lil J used to write on Twitter that 051 Young Money was snakes and lames. However, all this died out over time, much due to FBG Duck, 051 Million Motor, Jaro City, who prevented many of the conflicts as the three were very good friends. But in the year 2014 when STL, Jaro and 051 started to get cool with each other, Lil J had already distanced himself and already started his own movement, We the Ops. He was no longer part of FBG. When STL and Brick Squad later started beefing, Lil J even said that he no longer supported the BDK movement, and that he was cool with real BDs, and that he only wanted to make some money.
Now I know a lot of people, you know, I got some messages on Instagram. Y'all was like, what does WTO stand for? Because we know that's his new handle now. And it's We the Ops. WTO. It come down to a Lil J. When you think of an op, my nigga, you think of Lil J. And I mean that with the most respect. This nigga was the original op, my nigga. Lil J, FBG Duck, those were the original ops, my nigga. The whole industry, they prevented them niggas from even getting a foot in the damn door in the industry back at that time. But it's interesting to see. Okay, so he no longer supported the BDK movement, which was, you know, the whole big thing, the BDK anthem and all that. And he was actually cool with real BDs. So most likely, I don't know if he was talking about probably the OG BDs, because he damn sure wasn't talking about like Chief Keef or whatever. But he said he wanted to make some money. So I don't know. How y'all feel about that?
And that he was cool with real BDs, and that he only wanted to make some money.
Melly the Menace. It's so crazy seeing RIP next to Duck name, man. Crazy.
Around this time, there were also many internal conflicts with, among others, FBG Duck and King Yella, that made King Lil J want to distance himself and start the WTO movement. Lil J and FBG Butta stole money from FBG Duck in a chain from King Yella.
Whoa!
It all ended with Duck robbing Butta and getting Yella's chain back. Duck then got people like STL Lucky and others to jump Lil J, even though they wanted to kill him. It was also around this time that E-Day put money on Lil J's head.
Hold on. This is a lot of info right here. So I ain't never heard of this. Chicago scene, where you get this info from, my boy? Y'all knew this? Okay, so it was internal conflicts with the gang, with the GDs. So Lil J and Butter took money from FBG Duck and a chain from King Yella. Jay been shouting out Duck in his last 2 releases, so I mean obviously they moved past the situation, but they was probably gonna kill Lil J. But all they did was jump him. Oh, that's crazy as hell. I did not know that. See, this is why I need to start reacting to these.
Lucky and others to jump Lil J, even though they wanted to kill him. It was also around
But
this
it's like
time.
even now though, my bad for pausing it like this, but it's like even now though, King Yella and Lil J got smoked with each other because of what he said on First Day Out about the whole mall situation with Yella and Billionaire Black when they ran into 600 Breezy or whatever. You know, and nobody got touched that day in the mall. So it's animosity there. Even today, it's like, I don't know, man.
Jump Lil J, even though they wanted to kill him. It was also around this time that E-Day put money on Lil J's head, because Lil J once slapped Emily from PNP. Of course, that was not the only reason he got money put on his head. Lil J had ended up in several shootouts with 600, and actually shot 600 Breezy and Boo Wop. Lil J did not make the situation better by constantly diss 600 and a block in his songs.
Man, 600 Breezy was moving way too loud on Twitter at that time, man. He let it, damn near all of it be known. Once I smoke Lil J, I'ma retire. He said I caught FBG Duck, Lil J, P Rico, Billionaire Black, all lacking. He even gave the location at the gas station. Breezy, you moving too loud, my guy. God damn. Yeah, that's too much for the internet to know. And it's crazy though, cause I ain't know 600 Breezy and Lil J ain't fuck with each other like that. You know, obviously we know that they ops. I ain't know this nigga had this pure hatred for Lil J like that. Shit, look at us, damn near 10 years later.
When both Lil J and FBG Butter had distanced themselves from STL, they started hanging out with a guy named Troob from a blood set out of town, where they were all part of Lil J's WTO movement. When Lil J and Butter were locked up for the shootout with Jada Kid, in which Troob was shot to death, FBG Butter allegedly snitched on King Lil J because he wanted a change in his life. STL decided to remain neutral in the situation because nothing was completely certain. Nothing had been said and the trial had not started yet, which meant that there was no evidence at all. Everything was just speculation after pictures of FBG Butter leaked from an interrogation room. If King Lil J manages to beat the case, it will never come to the surface if FBG Butter actually told on Lil J. For those who do not know, King Lil J was sentenced to 14 years in state penitentiary for conspiracy to commit murder, intent to kill and injure. Lil J also was charged with murder for the shooting death of 25-year-old Philmon Razine aka Troob, who I told you about earlier in this text. Lil J beat the murder charge pretty quick but was still sentenced for attempted murder.
So this was the case that put Lil J down for 7 years. And I remember when this came out, I didn't know too much of the details. I just knew he was arrested. And I'm like, damn. Like, he was really just starting to build that momentum. And when they were saying Butter was the one that told him, I'm like, nah. I'm like, Butter wouldn't do nothing like that. You know, at this point, in my mind, I'm like, these is niggas from Chicago. These niggas from the trenches, my nigga. The last thing these niggas doing is snitching. That's the last thing these niggas doing, man. You know, everybody was saying about Tay 600 and everything. Paperwork came back valid on Tay 600 that he didn't even talk. But Butter, you know, we look at it now, you know, it's, and Lil J even said it in interviews that he did.
Lil J beat the murder charge pretty quick but was still sentenced for attempted murder.
So he was in a video with Lil J.
This situation has confused many and therefore I intend to clarify it. Lil J and a few others was going to buy some weed from a guy named Jay the Kid from Mitch Block. Once in place, a heated discussion arose about something. Lil J, Butter, Trub and the others left the scene but later returned with weapons that Trub's girlfriend provided them with. They went to the same place and shot Jay the Kid. Jay the Kid, however, managed to pull out his weapon and shot Trub, who later died at the hospital. They were all quickly arrested. Jay the Kid was considered acting in self-defense and was released while Lil J got charged with both shooting Jay the Kid and a murder charge for the shooting death of his friend Trub.
So they got him, okay. So let me get this right. Lil J came back with Trub. They went after Jay the Kid. Jay the Kid killed Trub. Lil J shot at Jay the Kid. Yada, yada, yada. Trub got released on self-defense in that situation because he didn't start the situation. I take it. They came to him. He acted in self-defense. Okay. But they charged Lil J in the death of Trub. They could have just let it be at Jay the Kid. Okay, self-defense. We'll drop it at that. But they charged Lil J with the shooting death of this man. Well, Lil J didn't kill this man. So maybe just by situation, he came up there and he the reason that he lost his life. That's crazy. But he ended up beating both cases.
According to Lil J, he have beat both cases and will be home late 2020.
He just got out.
Shit, man, you know I'm coming, man. This is the big double O, man. I'm talking. I'm beat my murder, beat my attempt. I'm holding up. I took a little time. I'm finna be back, man. I'm talking. I'm be back in 2020. End of 2020, man. Back to double O back, man. All you fake boys didn't suck my dick. On JoJo, I'm back, bitch.
Yeah. And there go Butter. Look, they got the pictures right in front of him and everything. This him. This the gun. Anything else you need to know? Yeah. That shit crazy. That's crazy.
While in prison, Lil J has ended up in fights with, among others, D Rose, Rondo Number 9, King Von, Trey 5 and Bezu. He himself has said in an interview that he has had to fight about 20 times in prison. As many you already know, Lil J has
That's why I feel like, and I said it before, in like past reactions to this stuff, I even said I feel like when they arrest, I mean, then again, you know, that'd be kind of like playing it fair, but when they arrest gang members though, they should probably put them in a different state. Honestly, that's just my opinion, because you basically just asking for these niggas to get jumped. If Lil J numbers inside ain't match up with D Rose and them, Rondo Number 9, Von, and Zoo and everything, man, yeah, this nigga gonna get jumped and fucked up every single day by these niggas. You know, ain't nobody saving you in there though. But if you wanna, I mean, honestly, you know, the system don't give a fuck about niggas locked up. It's every man for himself in that motherfucker. But I don't know, man. That shit, just like with YFN Lucci, what he going through right now, he got his ops in the same fucking same corridor, whatever they call it, in there with him. You know what I mean? That shit, it's a danger to your health, for real.
He has had to fight about 20 times in prison. As many you already know, Lil J has managed to escape death a number of times. Lil J has actually been hit by 21 bullets in his life and is still alive. Among others, he has been shot by D Rose, 600, Inky D, 600, Trey Savage, MTV/GBE, Cortez, DYMB, Arrow, 051 Young Money, and Doo Wop, NLMB. In a recent video, Lil J stated that he plans on moving to Miami with his current girlfriend and that he has a lot of songs that he has written in prison that he intends to release when he comes out. Lil J also escaped another situation where he could have been shot. Lil J once ran into G Baby and Rome from THF 46 in his store. Both were armed and tried to follow him out and kill him. Somehow Lil J managed to escape.
21 times being shot and you still here. You beat charges, you beat murder charges, and you still here. I know he just got out, but if that move to Miami is still in his future, man, do it now. Get the fuck out of Chicago. I know he's still in Chicago right now. Get the fuck out of there, man. You trending right now. I know damn well labels reaching out to him, sign a deal, collect that damn, you know, signing bonus or whatever, buy you a crib down in Miami. Fuck all the other shit, man. That shit dead. For real.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, dog?
Hey, y'all niggas wanna get on Instagram, whooping y'all some goofies, man. Where the fat boy at? Fucking clown.
Man, hold on,
Broke ass,
Why
man.
you calling? You always calling on me fat, man.
Man, what the fuck? What's up? What y'all? Y'all not even in town, man.
Huh?
Y'all, where y'all at? Out of town somewhere? At the hotel?
Yeah, we in Cape.
Y'all some fucking goofies, G. You want to put on Instagram, calling my phone. You got my number, calling my phone. You got my number saved, G. You one of my fans, you listen to my shit on me?
No. Hey, let's say on Biddy, you know who you talking to, bro.
I know your ass a flat ass goofy on Tuka, period.
These niggas conversing with their arms.
You was a goofy. You know on Tuka, he a real goofy. Hey, you broke as hell, shorty. Put the fat boy on the phone, man. That's talking all the shit on Instagram. But what he just talking about? He trying to call me on Instagram for? Get y'all goofy, shorty. Put the fat boy on the phone, man. That's talking all the shit on Instagram. But what he just talking about? He trying to call me on Instagram for? Get y'all goofy ass on. Get some money, broke ass niggas. You got on that wool ass pelly, yo. Get your goofy ass on, ugly ass.
D-Rose. Pinky D, so he locked up. Damn, all these niggas locked up. What happened to folks? What happened to bro?
Bonus chapter. Many people wonder what
My shit would have cut the fuck off.
Bonus chapter. Many people wonder what actually happened when Lil J and Lil Bibby, NLMB, ran into each other, where Lil J claims that Lil Bibby ran away from him. NLMB and STL have had their ups and downs, much because NLMB is heavily cliqued up with STL's ops. People like Doo-Wop and Capo were also GBE, which Lil J hated. NLMB has also had a beef with Jaro City where two bodies were dropped, Archie, Jaro City, and G-Red, NLMB. However, it stayed there. Well, what actually happened when Lil J saw Lil Bibby was that Lil Bibby came out of a studio where, among others, Boss Top, O'Block, and 300 were. Once outside, he saw Lil J and started walking in another direction. He did not know why Lil J was there, and did not want to say anything to Boss Top and the others, as he wanted to stay neutral in their conflict. He also did not want to let Lil J find out that 300 were up there, so he basically walked away even though Lil J shouted at him. Bibby basically spared Lil J from getting shot or in worst case killed. Lil J later dissed Bibby in a song, claiming that Bibby ran from him.
I was about to say though, if anything, Bibby looked out for Lil J that day. No lie, on some real shit. You know, you can say what you want, oh, he's scared, he ran from him, whatever. He looked out for that nigga. Op or not, he looked out for that nigga. You got a whole bunch of niggas from Lil J's ops block in that function. If they would have saw his ass, they probably would have popped him. What Bibby did, that was some real shit. And Bibby Tech me is the type, you know, he ain't want to like try to start some shit or be messy like that. You know, if it come down to it, he'll probably get busy or whatever, man. But he sees something else. Like, he ain't want to get involved in that shit. He looked out for Lil J that day. Y'all gotta realize that he did. He looked out for Lil J that day. probably would have got on his ass. Bibby said, I just spared you and you don't even know it. You ain't no real nigga for this Twitter shit, bro. Said, boy, yeah, okay, you not on shit, fam. I was trying to holler at you, shorty. So that's the whole thing. I know that I didn't want bro to know you was down there and that like a motherfucker set you up. I'm telling you, Bibby mind different though from a lot of these niggas though. So bro had his jock on him. Could have just let him do it to you, but that's y'all beef. So Bibby ain't want no part of it. You don't think I had it? Trust me, bro, it ain't about that. That shit crazy, man. He said, I thought you was a fan. Said, me and Lil Bibby not into it, we not ops.
I hope Lil J moves out of Chicago when he comes out, releases a lot of music and makes big money. Lil J should know now that he has cheated death several times and that his life is worth a lot. Thank you for watching the video. Comment on what you thought of it and do not forget to like. Rest in peace to all who have been killed in gang violence.
Facts, 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 man. Hey, Netflix needs to hire my nigga Chicago Scene 88, boy. The quality there for sure. The story of King Lil J, aka Clout Lord, man. I definitely, hey, this summer, nigga, we taking the fuck over on YouTube, man. We gonna do a whole, we probably gonna do every single Chicago Scene 88 reaction. Reactions about to go crazy left and right. If y'all think I've been going crazy, nah, nigga, I ain't even start yet, man. Link down below in the description. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Chicago Scene 88's channel. Hey, if y'all new to the channel though, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, hit that subscribe button for me. To the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching Maniaci TV. I'm out.